Welcome to the 5 on 5. The guest is Hannah Ancel, Community Food System Coordinator at Access Community Food. Thank you so much for joining me.
Oh, thank you.
Brand new to the area, just been in town about a month now. Tell us how things are going, what new ideas you brought in.
Well, so I've been hired on at Access to work on a project that's been kind of in the works for a while, but we just got a grant through the Meyer Memorial Trust to do a planning process, food system planning process for the Rogue Valley community.
Tell us about this food planning process.
Sure. So this is a little bit broader of a process than what's happened before. Really what the idea is to bring the community together from different sectors of the food system and look at where there are some opportunities and challenges within the food system, and then kind of formulate a plan to address some of those opportunities and challenges, and do that through collaborations and further collaborations than what exists now.
Is this idea working somewhere else, or where you came from, you kind of saw something that you wanted to take a little bit of it?
Yeah, absolutely. I've been doing the similar work in Eastern Oregon for the last 2 years. We did a community food assessment, which is essentially the first part of this process first, and then implemented projects that we found from that the second year. So,
how long will it take to get this up and running and going to where you would like to see it?
Well, we've just been starting for about a month now. We've been working on it, and we're forming a steering committee to help oversee the process. But it's really going to take the whole next year to go through and develop a full plan. And then after that year, we'll have a plan that will advise us on how to implement some of these projects, and hopefully we'll be in a better position to get more funding to support different projects that will address different issues within the food system.
And how about the people in the community and the organizations you work with and everything? How have they been about getting on board, or is people pretty excited about this?
Absolutely, yeah. We've been getting a lot of really great feedback. We had a stakeholder meeting last week where we got a bunch of different groups from the community involved. And in partnership with this program, it's Access, who I work for, and then Thrive is involved, and the Josephine County Food Bank as well.
All right, I'll have a few more questions for you, so stick around. More 5 on 5 right after the break. Welcome back to the 5 on 5. The guest is Hannah Ancel, Community Food System Coordinator, Access Community Food. We've been talking about the new system that you're implementing here. How is the community involved in this?
Yeah, we definitely want the community involved. This is really supposed to be a community-based assessment and planning process. So the number one way that we're asking people to be involved is to attend our feast workshops. And those are going to be held all around the county in different communities. Our first one is going to be in the Applegate at the River Ranch House on March 11th, and that's from 1 to 6 p.m. And we ask for people to pre-register for those. But then we're going to have them in a bunch of other communities around the county as well, so people can get in contact with us to find out more about those.
What happens at these feasts?
Sure. At these feasts, it's a model that the Oregon Food Bank has been employing all around the state. They've done over 25 of these now, and they're really finding that people are able to connect and make plans and then move forward on some of these issues. So during a workshop, you come and you get information about what's going on in food systems, the big picture. There's a local panel of different people in your community that talk about different sectors of the food system, and of course a meal featuring local foods.
Very nice. And there's some smaller other community events besides the feast as well, correct?
Correct, yeah. We're also doing what we're calling community conversations in many communities around the county as well. And the first one of those is going to be in Jacksonville on March 13th.
So wrapping everything up, give us again just the basis of the idea with this new program.
Sure. The idea of the new program is to really create a regional, both counties, Josephine and Jackson County, regional plan for the food system that addresses issues within the food system. So we can really have a stronger food system that serves everyone in the community, from farmers to consumers of all socioeconomic backgrounds.
All right, and how can people get a hold of you? They have ideas or questions or whatever they might be.
Sure, they can contact me at Access at 541-618-4019.
Let's give out that number again, just really quickly.
Sure, 541-618-4019.
All right, you can call Hannah at that number if you have some concerns or you want to show up at the feast and get some more information. Thank you so much for joining me.
Absolutely, thank you very much.
All right, that's it for the 5 on 5. More news right after the break.